that, you know, nothing gets past us, of course. And here's the thing, EG is in the position of deciding that, where DFM really doesn't have a choice. They kind of have to go aggressive here. But, you know, we still have 6 minutes here, and so if they kind of sit back, take a breath, and kind of reorganize, but at this point, it's going to be really, really difficult for them to do so.
I watch Jones as he is racking up a couple of impressives. Where he's finally pulled down to hang. We'll get it done. Jones, though, has a fresh spawn, will take back his LG. And honestly, you know, one thing we haven't really been watching are, I think Jones might be one of the people doing this, but the ones who are making sure that red armor is never there. Let's see where Jones goes. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Now, the fact that it wasn't there, though, says that he doesn't quite have timing on it. And, of course, that's his kind of job to make sure that his main base defender, KGB, never has to face off against a 100 armored aggressor. So, swooped with regen. Let's see if he can turn on the juice and at least get his team at least one cap closer to a tie.
And you can tell that he's feeling pressured by time. He didn't really take the time to go and steal away or even time out the blue-red armor. He's just grabbing regen, and he's just going balls out for it right now. He's still alive, but one more rocket from DeHang is just going to take him down. That was a bad place to be in, and DeHang is going to be reaping the rewards of the last few seconds of that regen. Fleischer's going to be coming out here and doing a little bit of trickery on the stairs, but two guys, both ends. Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to find out where that ends up.
Yeah, but nice shot from the hang. That was really nice headshot.
Giggle worthy.
He was coming down the stairs. So very nice. EG still in the lead. The hang holding down center, getting an impressive. Down goes Fleischer, and we've got about a minute until regen. Now, one thing that we haven't really watched though, we got to switch to the VG game here. We got to watch this man because it looks like he's fresh spawned. Going to be challenged by Fleischer. Actually railed off by Fleischer, who has a 54% rail at the moment. KGB, I wonder if he still has a 60%. We'll go check that in just a second. But Swoop trying to get out, no armor. Not going to happen. He's looks like EG has 3 people in their base right now. They've gone a little bit heavy on D.
Yeah, I was about to point that out because just looking at the death ticker here, we're seeing EG die a whole lot, but they're just coming right back into the base and stacking back up before the next push, and now Clamp has a whole lot of help here, and we're seeing a lot of 2-3-man situation on one with all of these aggressive attacks by DFM. So with the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds here, 2 frags, 2 flag caps, I mean, it can happen. I mean, it could totally happen, but it would require a grievous mistake by EG right now.
Indeed. Now we got VG grabbing the regen, so at this point DFM is kind of shut out even from the next to last regen. We do have a rocket jump maneuver by KGB using a med kit, not able to escape the LG from Clamp. Yeah, I mean that's just mean, scary LG. There's not much you can do about that. We got back over to VG, who's pulling that regen the final seconds. Pretty well stacked as he enters the red base. Let's see what he can do with it. He has spotted Swoops, who runs up and pummels him in the nuts. Okay. Nice double back here. He's going to grab the yellow armor, and he's on his way out. This is a critical play as he goes through center. He's able to pull down KGB. He's getting spotted by the LG, and he turns around and destroys Jones. Doesn't want to give Jones a chance to come through as he makes the move, and we now have a 3-cap up game for EG. As we hit the 2-minute warning.
I think the timing of that grab was thoroughly planned out, where you give enough time to DFM to have them figure out, okay, we're not being attacked a lot right now, we can start to move forward, and Noi to just move right in there, fill that hole up, and now we're seeing an even steeper obstacle for DFM on the first map. Now, that being said, it is map number 1. Swoop is going to have a lot of problems here in the, well, in the toilet, but he's going to take down one of them. Here comes the tidy bull man.
So, you know, with about 2 minutes left to go, let's take a look at some accuracies, because I've noticed some really high rail accuracies. ID, of course, being a flag runner, not going to have it, but he's mostly defending his life. But if we go and take a look at, like, say, you know, Clamps at a 43. I think KGB, though, is at something ridiculous. Let me go see if I can find him real quick. Yeah, he's still at 60%. That's 20 minutes in. So, ID 16 health, finally pulled apart. Oh, but there's the hang to get the kill. Jones saving the day one more time, keeping that flag count where it is, although VGU has a different idea about it. Again, we're seeing the weakness across the center, and the flag carrier will be able to get it returned. Jones is now going to try his luck, noticing that everyone was in center, and they're not there anymore. Jones needs to sign up for a Nike commercial because he's going to get the cap done. 3-1 will be the final score of this EG DFM soiree on Ironworks, unless Fleischer can bring it within one. It is possible. Nope, not when you got Rails from Clamp OK at the ready. So that'll do it, folks. Granted, you can cap with like 6 seconds left, but I don't think we're going to see any speed caps here in the final 10. Great map, though. I'm glad that DFM got that cap back. I think that they're going to feel a little bit better going into the next map. And I want to say, was it Siberia? Is that what's next?
I was about to ask you, in fact.
They called it out. I think it's Siberia, then Courtyard Conundrum, if I recall correctly. We shall see.
Really, we're going to be seeing some Courtyard Conundrum during the final?
Tiebreaker.
Cool. Oh, okay.
So now this is actually a really critical thing, though, because remember, EG took a forfeit loss, so that they would have to beat Blight in order to get here to the grand finals. So guys, there is a very strong possibility that we're going to see 2 sets tonight. Just saying.
Oh really?
Oh really?
Oh wow, we're doing Courtyard Conundrum right now. How about that? Right now, Grease is going over his papers like, what?
No, I'm just gulping down Mountain Dew. Like, I usually don't drink a lot of soda, but I had this huge craving for Mountain Dew. It makes no sense. I mean, I like Mountain Dew, but it's, like, full of so many chemicals. I try to avoid it.
Yeah.
But
Mountain Dew is one of those things where no matter how bad you know it is for you, it's still really awesome.
Well, and it's like the only thing that's going to satisfy the particular like craving I had, So.
I wonder if that was intentional on their part.
Yeah. I wonder what addictive chemicals are in this thing. All right, guys. So just a heads up that we have a potential to move servers here. They wanted to do like 2 maps Chicago, 2 maps Virginia, or something like that. So, something like that. Because I think that they're assuming it's going to go to the, double rounds. So, yeah, guys, we are here for the long haul. It should be good times. Now, let's talk a little bit about this map. This is Courtyard Conundrum, CTF 10, and it should be good times. Very, very open map. We saw Ironworks, which was very kind of claustrophobic in a lot of ways. This one, as you can see, the base is enormous. A lot of ground to travel and cover. Now, one thing that's really critical, though, is that once you get out to the center area is pretty darn small, and I'm going to actually fly out to it so we can see. This area, it's so like full of things that will block shots, and it's kind of hard to get railgun shots precisely placed as players are strafe jumping through. And also, it's really critical to note that if you strafe jump it right, you can basically strafe jump like a straight line from as I'm flying right here. Okay, and so if you do that right, then you can get through the center really, really quickly. And I've said this before on previous casts, but a lot of times as the chasing defender, it's sometimes in your best interest to focus on your own speed rather than trying to get a shot off in the center if you're in hot pursuit. Because if you take the time for that shot, the speed that you lose will basically give away a cap. Because the flag runner, unless they die from your shot, they're not going to stop. They're not, and in fact, you just helped them. Now they're that much farther ahead of you. So you want to basically time your shots that will throw them off of their strafe jumping, push them into a wall, slow them down, do anything that you can to slow them down, because speed is your enemy at that moment.
Yeah, it's just a really